internet marketing is built on this, in my opinion. So, how do you start getting yourself ranked on Google? There's loads of different ways, there are millions of ways. Now, I haven't got time to go through them. We can talk about keywords, title tags, content on your website. I haven't got time today. If you sign up to my list, we give free training on that. So, basically, one of the most effective ways that we found is writing articles, right? And you think, oh my God, I can't got time to write an article. Now, it so happened in my previous days, I wrote a book. Okay, I'm very lucky, but you can be lucky. There's lots of ways you can do too. We split that into 20 articles. But right, okay, I'm not going to let this go away. So spent an awful long time on it. Split it into 20 articles, and we basically put them onto article sites. Right? Now, your website sat there in the internet sphere somewhere, but nobody can see it. So you need to get. Have you heard of backlinks? Yeah. Oh, they're driving backlinks to your website. Okay, so articles is a brilliant way of doing this. Now those articles were split into 20. I got somebody else to put them on for me. It would have taken me 2 days to sit there, put them onto article sites. Stephen started it, he was, oh, forget this is just, I'm not doing this. You know, better things to do. So we're going to come on to who can help you with that. But articles, once you've written your article and you've got it onto article sites, on your second sheet I've given you, there will be a list of article sites that we use, that we find really good. Now, you need to get them on those article sites, and you need to be putting links on those articles back to your website. So the more articles you get out there, the more links coming back into your website. Now, it's twofold really. Some people do go onto article sites and look for interesting articles, so you'll get found that way. But I'll say that's not the main way. If you provide good content, just say you're a wedding photographer in Sheffield, right? Your article will have all those keywords in, wedding photographer Sheffield, in your title, how to find a great wedding photographer in Sheffield. Okay, keywords, keywords, keywords. Okay, so in your title and in your content, you have to have the keywords that you want to get found on. Now when you backlink into your website, you need those keywords as well. Now I'm not going to go into HTML code today and how to do that, but just be aware that you need, I've only got an hour, you need those wedding photographers Sheffield in your box where they click back to your website, in your backlink box. It's called a resource box. Okay? Backlinks is one great way. Now, it doesn't just drive you up Google. We got to position 5 almost in a few weeks. We didn't put the articles on ourselves, but we had them written. Now, if you think, oh, I just haven't got time, you know, I've got 3 kids and I've got a job and I can only do this on Saturday. There's a few ways you can get these articles written. There's something called private label rights. Now, if you go into the website, if you go into internet, put private label rights wedding photography, you will find sites that have written them all for you. Pay millions, I would say millions, thousands. You buy them basically, and they're pennies, they're nothing. We've done it before. Okay, there's one way of doing it, but there is a downfall to that. Other people have done that as well. They've also bought these articles. Now, if you try and submit those articles as they are to the article sites, they'll throw them out. They say, oh no, we've already got those on. You can't have duplicate content on article sites. So at least you've got the backbone. You're not trying to start it from scratch. We've got somebody else to jig them around for us, can come to later. And literally, you can have hundreds of articles, almost at the click of a button. Okay? PLR content. Can't ignore it. We use it for content on our website, to build up content for search engine optimization. We use it for articles. So, really useful. If you think, oh, I'm not doing that, I'm not into getting all these articles, I want to do it myself, get a dictaphone, and when you're driving, think of all the ideas for articles. Oh, that's a good idea, I can talk about that, and yeah, what makes a great wedding photographer in Sheffield, or get your ideas down and talk it into a dictaphone, because I find dictaphones a lot easier than, or we use Audacity, a lot easier than writing. You've got to get the grammar right, you've got to get the spelling right. So talk it into a dictaphone and then get somebody else to transcribe it, which I'm coming on to. Okay? So 2 ways there. Now, you really have to get articles out. There's one essential way. I've listed the article sites on there. ePhotozine is crucial, because the more relevant the article site to your industry, the higher Google sees you. Right, okay. We managed to get to position 5. I won't say that's the only reason. We chucked 120 articles out there. We've got somebody from Vietnam to do it for us. okay, coming on to that. And within a few weeks, or was it how many weeks? Was it weeks or
It was days really, wasn't
we were in position 5.
And that's a national listing, not just local Google listing.
Right, yeah.
Well, worldwide listing, isn't it? It's
That's
global, really.
Now, I'm not saying that's the only way to do it, but it's massive. I cannot ignore it. As I say, we had 120 articles posted for $50. $50 it was actually. So who's going to do all this work for you? Well, I see photographers, they have to do photography, they've got to do the digital processing in Photoshop, they've got to Photoshop in Lightroom, they've got to meet the clients, they've got to do the weddings, they've got to do their admin and bookkeeping, they've got to do the sales and marketing. They're absolutely bogged down. Now, we've started to shed some of this work now. So hang on, so what are we good at? We're good at sales and marketing. There's companies out there, okay, another thing, photographers can't really afford to get somebody part-time or full-time. They might be just starting out, or the budget just doesn't allow somebody paying them £7, £8 an hour. There's people all over the world now that will work for you. Now, if you look at Elance, Scriptlance and Guru.com, I must admit, we've not used Guru, but we've used Elance and Scriptlance. And it's basically a site you go onto. I would show you there's no internet, you have to play around at home, but these sites, they can design logos for you, they can do websites for you, they can post articles for you, they can write articles for you, they can do blog posting for you. If you build the business a lot, they can even do customer support for you. They design software, they do everything. Okay, I'm not saying you can farm out everything, we don't, there's some things you like control, but it's absolutely brilliant. I can't, not many people know about this, but it takes away all the crap from your job. I don't want to be posting articles, Steve doesn't want to be writing them. We basically post a job on Elance, and we say, look, anybody out there who wants to post 120 articles for us, we've got all the sites. People start bidding on it, and they start saying, oh right, I'll do it for $20, I'll do it for 50. You start getting these bids back in, and a bit like eBay, but they're bidding for your work. And then you choose the person, and that's not hard either, because you get, on Elance and on Scriptlance, you'll find that you'll get people, testimonials, it'll tell you how good they are at their job, they get star ratings, how much work they've done in this area, feedback. So we picked 2, which we now use quite regularly. We've made mistakes, don't get me wrong, but 2 we stick with now because they're absolutely, we found gems. One's in Vietnam, where's the other one?
Somewhere in America, I think South America.
South America. These people are university graduates, they're not stupid, they just can work for less because they earn less, don't they? They're happy and we're happy. So if you've got any work you think, oh, I just can't be bothered to do that, get them to do it for you, okay? Has anybody heard of Elance and Guru and Scriptlance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I really suggest you use it because photographers are overloaded with workload, they do everything themselves. I spoke to one lady the other day, she said, I won't farm anything out, I don't trust anybody. And I actually thought, you'll get nowhere. You will actually get nowhere. How can you do it all yourself? She might dabble along, she'll never make great money, will she? You cannot do it all yourself. So we find people for as little as $3 an hour. Okay. Really good for photographers because it's what they need in their businesses. Okay, so